After 20 million copies of Stardew Valley, a few dozen awards, all of us were obviously extremely excited to know what was next. And recently, 6 months ago, oh my god, time flies. Anyways, we found out his next game is called Haunted Chocolatier, and well, currently we don't know a lot about it, but some new information has recently surfaced, as well as some stuff he's already announced and what we can take away from the trailer. Let's get some questions you'll probably have right away off the table. The game is a role-playing / simulation game similar to Stardew Valley. You play as a chocolatier, which is basically just someone who makes things from chocolate. Minor side note, but is this word a nightmare to spell for anyone else? I don't know why I struggle with it so much. The player plays as a chocolatier, and you'll get to gather rare ingredients, make delicious chocolate, and sell them in your shop. But you know, eating all that chocolate must be pretty unhealthy for our character, so maybe he should try out today's sponsor, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal kit company that will send you a meal to your house every week. It's cheaper and easier than grocery shopping since you don't spend money on excess food. Everything is pre-proportioned. But money saving isn't over yet. According to a survey done by Zagat, it's as much as 70% cheaper than dining at a restaurant. And you know, my character might only eat salads, but you can have a lot more variety than Stardew Valley with HelloFresh. It offers enough recipes so you can always find something that looks nice. Plus, if you think that a recipe isn't really where you want it protein-wise, you can add or even remove protein if you really want. The recipes are super easy to follow, so I can get back to the more important things in life, like enjoying the nice weather, sitting inside tending to my virtual crops. Use my link or go to hellofresh.com and use code POGWALLYMAY16 for up to 16 free meals plus 3 surprise gifts across 6 HelloFresh boxes plus free shipping. Once you click my description, we'll update live to count the purchases, so you know that's pretty cool. You should click. And now back to the video. And sell them in your shop. It's once again being developed solely by Eric Barone, also known as ConcernedApe, with help from other people for porting the game to other platforms and to translate it to different languages. We don't know yet if this game takes place in the same universe as Stardew Valley, but some posts on Reddit have theorized that it's on the complete opposite side of this mountain range since they look awfully similar, but we haven't gotten a confirmation yet. The game is similar to Stardew Valley in some aspects, i.e. you move to a town with people in it, you make friends, etc., but the gameplay itself and themes are very different. The art style, while similar to Stardew Valley in the fact that they're both 16-bit, the sprites of the characters look very different, as well as, for example, the running animations. Going back to gameplay, he says it's going to be much more action RPG-y than Stardew Valley. It's been in development for over a year, mainly on weekends and evenings, since he's still working on Stardew Valley related things. And an interesting tidbit here is that he's still working on other games, he just believes that he'll finish Haunted Chocolatier first. This is stuff you might already know, but stick with me because I think you'll find some stuff you might not know. Also, it's just a good refresher. Let's do a quick trailer deep dive now. Nothing too of note happens besides getting to take a look at the gorgeous art style of the game. This vibe is just amazing. I'm getting even more excited for this game working on the video. Although one thing catches my eye, and that is this fellow walking around. Based on this image, it looks like this is probably the inside of our factory. So is this guy like our butler or something? Is he going to teach us the basics in the game or just generally help us? I don't know. This is really just speculation. But anyways, the trailer continues and we can see the actual POV of the player when they are playing the game, and let's observe some things. You can see a mailbox on the left side of the screen, a kitchen a little bit above the player, cauldron below the player, some sort of door with a symbol above it. I don't have any idea what could be in there. Then on the right we have some sort of tube thingy. I also have no idea what sort of thing this could be. We can see a little chocolate bar on it too. Who would have guessed? Chocolate in a game about chocolate. Real profound analysis over here. Anyways, it's probably important, but I don't know what it is, like I said. Then the center of the room is where the player is. We have a cookbook, but we cut away before we can see more, and to an actual staircase. This is cool for me. I hope this game is a little bit more vertical than Stardew Valley, if you know what I mean. Anyways, then we see a door that leads to the outside, and we get to see combat. I didn't touch on the hotbar in the previous scene because it makes more sense to here, but we can see a sword, a shield, and a bow. One small but important thing to note here, in my opinion at least, is that you need to use actual arrows to shoot. It's not unlimited. We also get to see that slimes are making a return. They seem pretty weak. I can also see that we have a health limit of 20. Then we cut back to a forest where we'll be attacked by some ravens. We get a little bit of bow action, then move to outside of some sort of star observatory, making a guess based on this telescope. And this is interesting right here. Fire risk sign. Now this could just be some random decoration, but maybe fire seasons could be a mechanic in the game. And maybe eventually after the area that was burnt, different plants could grow so you can make different chocolates. But But, you know, anyways, we can see the player collect some berries, fight an imposter plant, and yep, look at that, the Stardew Valley mountains I mentioned earlier. Afterwards, we are back to the kitchen, and we can see him chuck some milk, a chocolate hunk, I think, and a chocolate bar too, wrapper and all. Then we go to an aspect of the game I am so excited for. Shop designing. We can see multiple categories, countertops, which if we go forward a little bit in the video, we can place chocolate for, furniture tab, flooring, this looks like a character maybe, then plant lamps, etc. There's going to be walling, I think, then a chest, so probably storage. These two tabs I'm going to guess are the selling tab and a movement tab. Oh yeah, now that we can see the other side of the store, this looks like some sort of chocolate storage container maybe. Maybe we can put chocolate on the other side here, then it's like transported and stored here so we can restock easily. Oh yeah, and looks like placing things cost money since money goes down after the plants are placed. After this room is done, we can see 2 simple truffles being placed down and 2 chocolate bars. This is interesting because earlier we see the same bar being chucked into the cooking pot. So I guess we can turn the bar into a higher quality chocolate for more profit, but it costs more materials. Or if we want, we can just sell it for quick money at no extra cost. Oh yeah, and I know it's a good time to mention the good old ghosts. Even if they are a bit useless since, you know, they are ghosts, they are super cute and such a cool stylistic choice. The next scene, we see an expanded storefront with a ton of chocolate on display. We can see 3 new Chocolatier, some sort of chocolate volcano, a blue chocolate bar, and a chocolate thingy that I don't really know how to describe. And here we have a big question. Can we get more ghosts to man the stations and auto restock? And all these people, are they going to be completely random, or will only the same villagers purchase things? It would be kind of weird, even a little bit immersive breaking to see the same customer buy like thousands or tens of thousands of dollars of chocolate across the years. Also, some games like, for example, the Papa's games have the decorations affect the customer's mood, and I wonder if these plants will give boosts. Like, for example, this particular tree boosts the customer's mood so they're more willing to buy expensive chocolate. Afterward, we transition off of the scene to one of someone named Lily's room. We can't really gather a lot from the room itself, but we can of course gather that we will be able to make friends and probably romance NPCs. Oh yeah, check out this dude's drip. Damn. I wonder if we'll be able to use this to make our own weapons, or we'll just be able to buy stuff at the store. It definitely looks like this is a store because of the cash register and the NPC manning it. One small but interesting thing is that we won't need to reach 2 hearts to access the room, since there's no way to really block it off unless we're just gonna have an invisible wall. Oh yeah, let's also say hi to Bert. Clearly a Sigma. He's been working all day. The next part, I have a few things to point out. This is such a cool looking scene. I'm in love with this aesthetic. Besides the cool tree clock, we can check out some sunflowers that are planted next to a fence, and does this mean we might have crops or farming mechanics? Who knows? Honestly, I'm leaning towards no, since ConcernedApe is probably getting a little bit tired of farming in general, but we'll see. Also, we can see a town hall and a mailbox. Not sure what either will do really. Next scene, we are once again in the town, this time with 3 NPCs in sight. We can see a Haley lookalike, some cool guy with an afro, and Emo Penny. Also, since we can see a gift in the hotbar, does this mean we will have like super limited inventory space? Or is this just like a favorite menu for quick use? Anyways, we gift Emo Penny and find out her name is Madeline. I prefer Emo Penny personally. And we also get another confirmation this game is a move away from the big city to a small town game. Similar to something else I remember. I can't really put my finger on it. Also, we're going to be given more of those like quick time action events that we normally only get in cutscenes, which is definitely fun and is hopefully going to make the characters more in depth and less flat. Another gifting scene here, and let's take a moment and appreciate their decor. That skeleton looks awesome. Then we get to take a look inside that place we saw earlier, and I'm sure this is gonna be home to many interesting cutscenes and mechanics. Wait, you want us to not tell the doctor about your own research? Well, I think I know a decent precaution. Maybe don't talk about it when he's literally in the room, but you know, what do I know anyways? Okay, next scene, and I need to latch on to this. We need pool in Hot to Chocolatier. This is extremely important to me. Oh yeah, we also have like a cool underground bar or something, I guess. And interestingly enough, when we walk up, we learn this must be like a meeting place for chocolatiers by this sketchy looking guy, Nigel. And it also seems like the new chocolatiers are pretty rare because everyone immediately sprints over straight away. And we're also in like a train station or something, or a car place, so that's nice, I guess. Now the trailer's done, let's take a look at some stuff you probably haven't seen. So in a recent live stream on the Reason channel. Reason is a music making software if you didn't know. He showcased some new Haunted Chocolatier music and funnily enough showed off a list of files to reveal some stuff about the game. So let's just go through that really quickly. The first one doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. The grassland ones are of course just some music we'll hear in the grasslands, and balloons.reason almost certainly means we'll be in a balloon at some point in the game. Then we have a bear house. I like bears, so that's pretty awesome, I guess. Oh snap, beavers, nice. Some Canadian representation, that's very nice. Then we have B-Boss 1, 2, 3, and 3 alt. Terraria and Haunted Chocolatier? Confirmed. Jokes aside, this does confirm that we will have boss fights in Haunted Chocolatier, which I'm personally very excited for, since one thing I always kind of wanted more in Stardew Valley is more complicated and different combat. A few more random names we can see is boss fight 1, 2, 3, and 4, so probably at least 5 or so boss fights, maybe even more. Oh yes, and I almost forgot to mention, we can't forget about boss fight 5 lame.reason. That's probably going to be a banger. Lots of other stuff, so I'm just going to laser down on a few. We can see clown show. I guess this just confirms that horror is going to be in Haunted Chocolatier. Oh yeah, also dumb Dawn thing and dumb idea I showed Alex. Love these names, CA is hilarious. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and check out this video where I analyze a year 1 make as much money as possible challenge run in Stardew Valley.